The Lakers have already done the hard part, locking LeBron James down. But what's next? Well, according to a recent report, with the Lakers looking to upgrade their roster, there's reason to believe that something could be going down in Los Angeles soon. But before we get into that, guys, you now have the chance to 1,000 times your money with Underdog Fantasy thanks to Underdog Fantasy Streaks. Streaks is the newest way to play their highly regarded and really simple fantasy pick'em game. To start your streak off, all you have to do is nail a basic simple 2-pick. Once you do that, you have to hit 9 more picks in a row and you will 1,000 times your money. Look, I know we're currently in the NBA offseason, but streaks is like being in your own personal playoffs. It's a fun twist to an already epic game. To maximize your time on Underdog Fantasy, once you download the app, be sure to use code COOP when you sign up. When you use code COOP, you can get up to $250 in bonus cash on your first deposit and a limited time bonus square, which only gives you more chances to win. Thank you, Underdog, for the sponsor. When D'Angelo Russell first returned to Los Angeles, he would be an asset to the Lakers during the regular season, averaging 17.4 points and 6.1 assists while shooting 48.4% from the field and 41.4% from 3. The man was an absolute beast during the regular season, but the playoffs, that would be an entirely different story. During the 2023 playoffs, D'Lo was inconsistent at best, but you really didn't need me to tell you this because his performances and averages spoke loud enough. Against the Nuggets in the conference finals, he would average 6.3 points as he shot 32.3% from the field and 13.3% from 3. He was bad. The detrimental play of D'Angelo Russell during that series, along with his expiring contract, had Lakers fans packing his bags for him. But those Lakers fans who were ready for the departure of D'Angelo Russell wouldn't get their wish, as the Lakers would sign him to a 2-year, $36 million deal last offseason. Am I the only one who wishes that they trained a little bit harder so that they could have a better shot of making the NBA? So with D'Lo getting the opportunity for redemption yet again in Los Angeles, things would take an ugly turn when he briefly get benched by his arch nemesis Darvin Ham for his inconsistent play. With the benching, inconsistent play, and trade rumors, we would get what felt like cryptic moment after cryptic moment in Los Angeles.
I mean, that's what we all dreamed of doing. You know, you go back to growing up, you practice moves, you try things in your backyard. Never thought you'd actually be able to get the chance to do it. Never thought I'd be able to throw a bounce pass live to LeBron James in the game. So things like that just keeps you young, keep you enjoying the game. It's just fun.
After this moment, you could just feel a D'Angelo Russell trade coming. But due to there not being a move that would shift the Lakers into contention, and D'Lo forcing the Lakers' hand playing better and better the louder that those rumors got, there would be no trade that took place last season. That brings us to the present, where despite speculation, D'Lo would still find himself on the Lakers roster after choosing to opt into the second year of his $36 million deal. But opting in wouldn't put D'Lo in the clear, as according to Jovan Buha, the Los Angeles Lakers are now looking to trade D'Angelo Russell yet again. But there's just one problem, and that problem is that yet again, there are not enough teams valuing D'Angelo Russell. So apparently the Lakers are really ready to trade D'Angelo Russell, so much so that they tried to trade him to the Warriors earlier this offseason. The Lakers were ready to pay Klay Thompson $20 million a year in a sign-and-trade deal with the Warriors that would have sent Klay Thompson to Los Angeles and D'Lo to the Warriors, but the Warriors said no. It would later come out that the Lakers never really had a chance at Klay, with him just wanting to go to Dallas, which has to be in a weird way relieving for D'Lo, because the alternative here would be the Warriors and other teams thinking that D'Lo wasn't worth the 2 second-round picks that Golden State was initially supposed to be getting back for Klay. D'Lo going from being the number 2 pick in the 2015 draft to not being worth 2 second-round picks is just the reality that I don't want to have. So Jovan Buha says that D'Angelo Russell isn't the only one on the Lakers roster who is currently lacking value, as him, Jared Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, and Rui are all viewed to have between neutral and negative trade value across the league. He says that certain teams may have interest in one of those guys, but very few, if any, teams are interested in multiple of them. And this lack of value has been part of the reason why it's been so hard for the Lakers to make a trade this offseason. You know, the rest of the league viewing the Lakers as food isn't really doing them any favors either. Sadly, I'm not even joking. There's really a report out there that says that the rest of the league is aware of how inept and desperate that the Lakers are, and they're trying to take advantage of them in negotiations. I really feel for Rob Pelinka. Basically, the Lakers want to trade D'Angelo Russell and are trying to upgrade their roster for the low, while the rest of the league is looking to take the Lakers to the cleaners. No matter how you spin it, this whole situation has been an ugly one for both the Los Angeles Lakers and for D'Angelo Russell, who has already been traded 4 times and has been constantly reminded that his own team and other teams around the league are just not that interested in him.
We've talked about it a lot since really December, just the way you were able to handle the rumors and stuff like that. Have you always been the kind of person who sort of defined your own value as a player, didn't need others to, I guess, validate it?
I mean, yeah, with my craft, with my talent on the floor, you know, I've always felt like I was capable of doing things. Getting hot makes a little more exciting throughout a game. Off the floor, obviously, y'all know what I've been through. Public humiliation has done nothing but molded me into the killer that y'all see today. And I never lack confidence. I never fear confrontation. I want all the smoke. I want to talk about it. Let's high IQ players. Let's get in the room and talk about it. I just feel confident in what I bring to the basketball game. If it's film, if it's watching it, helping young players, I just know what I bring to the table. So whatever room I walk in.
Now, I do think that a team eventually bites on D'Lo's expiring contract, and that whatever team does bite on that contract, that team will be getting a good player in return. D'Angelo Russell's season last year, we would hear a lot of talk about how D'Lo was this expendable piece, and yet, still in a far from perfect year where he'd have issues with their coach Darvin Ham, he'd still average 18 points and 6 assists, shooting 45.6% from the field and 41.5% from deep, taking over 7 threes a game. Like I said about Klay Thompson, with everybody calling him washed, there are still a lot of teams out there that could benefit from having a player who can produce like this on their roster. Even if you think that D'Angelo Russell is terrible and the worst defender to ever touch a basketball, taking 7 threes a game while hitting 41.5% of them speaks for itself. If the Lakers were actually to trade D'Lo, then I hope that they have a plan to get some guard talent back. But yeah, guys, D'Lo really is a great cheap buy for a team looking for volume shooting and ball handling help. In the comments below, let me know if there is a trade or situation that you guys think makes sense for D'Angelo Russell. According to Anthony Irwin, both the Raptors and Nets are eyeing D'Lo as an expiring contract. Could you guys see him going to either of these teams? Or is there another situation out there that just makes more sense for him? Anyways, guys, there's some more NBA related things that I need to be covering, so clicking the video on the screen right now is a great way to support this channel. I'm GetLikeCoop, bringing you guys the scoop until our next upload.